Long ago, Lucifer, a magnificent and radiant being, was created by God. He was perfect in beauty and wisdom, serving faithfully in the courts of heaven. However, everything changed when God created humanity. Consumed by pride and jealousy, Lucifer, now known as Satan, rebelled and tempted Adam and Eve to sin, trying to prove that mankind was unworthy of the blessings God had destined for them. For generations, his accusations stood firm as humanity repeatedly failed to uphold their divine calling. But one man would challenge Satan's case: Job. Around 400 years after the global flood, all the angels came before God, and Satan was among them. The heavens grew silent as God and Satan entered into a momentous exchange. Before this, Satan had been roaming the earth, tempting the offspring of Adam and Eve, and relentlessly accusing them of falling short. Yet there was one man who seemed to escape Satan's malice: Job, a man of deep integrity, known as the greatest of the East. He regularly made offerings on behalf of his children, fearing they might have unknowingly cursed God in their hearts. Job's devotion set him apart, living a life that reflected God's image more faithfully than many who came before. But Satan wasn't impressed. He challenged the sincerity of Job's righteousness, insisting that Job's faith was merely a product of the blessings God had given him. If those blessings were taken away, Satan argued, Job would surely curse God to his face. Willing to prove the depth of Job's faith, God allowed Satan to test him. In one devastating blow, all of Job's wealth, his children, and his servants were destroyed, leaving only his wife. Yet, despite this immense loss, Job did not sin or blame God. But Satan wasn't finished. When the angels gathered before God once more, Satan bitterly complained that Job still hadn't been fully tested. If his physical health was taken from him, Satan claimed, Job would surely crumble. God, confident in Job's heart, allowed Satan to strike him, but forbade him from taking his life. Job was soon covered in painful sores from head to toe. Yet even in his suffering, Job refused to curse his Creator. For the first time, one of Satan's accusations had failed. Job's unwavering faith proved Satan wrong, and though he had endured unimaginable suffering, Job was later restored and exalted, receiving twice as much as he had before. Through Job's endurance, humanity claimed its first victory, dealing Satan a humiliating defeat. Yet the story did not end in complete triumph. Job, though faithful, was still a flawed man who had to repent. His righteousness, while genuine, was still imperfect before a holy God. Humanity was still struggling to live up to the divine image, fumbling in the darkness, trying to grasp what it truly meant to follow God. To help restore the relationship between man and God, around 640 years after Job, God gave Moses the law. This law allowed people to atone for their sins through the sacrifice of animals, offering a temporary solution to humanity's ongoing failure. But Satan, ever the opportunist, exploited this law. He knew that the blood of animals could never fully cleanse humanity of sin or satisfy God's justice. Though millions of animals were sacrificed in God's name, Satan understood that the true change mankind needed could not be bought with the lives of bulls and goats. He used the law to tempt people, drawing generations of kings away from God through pride, foreign idols, and unholy alliances. Mankind continued to fall short, still deserving of death, as Satan's accusations persisted. But something happened over 1,000 years after the law was given that would forever alter the course of history. A prophet named Zechariah witnessed a profound vision. In his vision, he saw Joshua, the high priest of Israel, standing before God in filthy clothes, a symbol of mankind's unworthiness. Satan was there too, accusing Joshua, eager to prove that even the holiest among men were still corrupt and deserving of destruction. But then something remarkable happened. A mysterious figure, known as the Angel of the Lord, intervened. He rebuked Satan, silencing him. Turning to Joshua, he commanded, "Remove his filthy clothes." And in that moment, the angel declared, "I have taken away your sin, and I will clothe you in fine garments." Satan stood in stunned disbelief. Joshua had done nothing to deserve this cleansing, yet the angel of the Lord removed his sin and restored him. The angel then said something even more extraordinary. "You are a symbol of things to come. The Lord Almighty will remove the sin of this land in a single day." Satan was left speechless. In one single day, all his accusations, all his efforts to destroy mankind's hope would be erased. But who was this being? How could he make such a promise? This angel of the Lord, who had appeared at critical moments in human history, was setting the stage for the greatest victory over Satan, one that would shake the foundations of the spiritual world and redeem mankind once and for all.